Now!
New York, midnight. The city outside roars with life, horns, sirens, voices, but in here, silence. The skyscraper is empty. Dark offices stretch on forever. Desks abandoned. Chairs turned. Computers off. Nothing moves. Except him. One man. Alone. He shouldn't be here. He knows it. Everyone else left hours ago. The last security guard warned him. Don't stay late. Elevators act strange at night. He laughed then. But now? Now the laughter is gone. He shuts his computer. The blue glow dies. Darkness spreads. He grabs his jacket, his briefcase. His footsteps echo down the hall. Too loud. Too sharp. Like the building is listening. The elevator waits at the end. Cold steel doors. A mirror surface reflecting his pale, tired face. He presses the button. Ding! The sound rings out, louder than it should, bouncing through the silent floor. The doors slide open. Inside, dim yellow light. A humming box. Empty. He hesitates. Something feels wrong. The air feels heavy, like the elevator is breathing. Still, he steps inside. The doors close with a metallic slam. He's trapped. He presses lobby. The button glows red. The elevator shudders. Begins its descent. The hum deepens. Not mechanical. Not normal. It vibrates through his bones, slow and steady, like a heartbeat. He grips the railing. His breathing grows loud in the silence. Too loud. He looks at the mirrored wall. His reflection stares back. But something feels off. Delayed. A fraction of a second too slow. He blinks. His reflection blinks late. He swallows. His reflection swallows late. His chest tightens. He steps closer. The reflection lingers, moving wrong, like it belongs to someone else. Then, it tilts its head. He doesn't. His stomach drops. Cold sweat runs down his back. He whispers, just tired. Just tired. But his reflection isn't tired. It isn't him. It's staring over his shoulder. His head whips around. Empty elevator. Nothing there. He slams the door open button. Nothing. He slams it again. Still nothing. The elevator doesn't stop. It keeps moving. Deeper. Lower. The numbers above the door flicker. 24. 23. 22. His reflection twitches. Its lips curl. Not a smile. Something darker. He whispers again. Not real. Not real. But then he feels it. Breath. Warm. Damp. Against the side of his neck. He jerks forward, pressing his back against the door. Eyes wide. The elevator is still empty. But he knows. He isn't alone. They say buildings never sleep. Maybe that's true. Maybe they watch. And maybe when you stay too late, they ride with you. The elevator hums. It's steady. Mechanical. But wrong. He feels it in his bones. Every vibration crawls under his skin. The descent should be smooth, normal. But it isn't. It's slower. Deeper. Like the building itself is pulling him down. He looks up at the floor numbers. 20, 19, 18. But the lights flicker. Too slow. Almost like the numbers are being erased. He presses lobby again. Red light blinks. Nothing changes. The elevator doesn't care. It just keeps sinking. A bead of sweat slides down his temple. He wipes it away. Hands shaking. Breathing shallow. The mirror across from him glows faintly. His reflection stares back. But now it's closer. Closer than it should be. Like the glass is pushed forward. He takes one step back. So does the reflection. But it's smiling again. That crooked, stretched smile. Lips too thin. Teeth too white. Too many. He whispers. This isn't real. I'm imagining this. But the reflection doesn't whisper. It laughs. A hollow sound. Sharp, metallic, like nails dragging against steel. He slams his fist against the wall. Stop, stop. The elevator lurches. Hard. like something huge just grabbed it. The lights above him explode into sparks. Shards rain down, sizzling on the floor. Darkness. Only the emergency light remains. Dim red, like blood soaking the walls. The man gasps, heart pounding. He presses every button, over and over. But the buttons are dead. No click, no light, no sound, except for a breath behind him. Again, slow, deep, hungry. He doesn't turn this time. He can't. He stares at the door, prays for it to open. Any floor, anywhere. The numbers above him continue. 11, 10. But then they vanish, just vanish. The display goes blank. The elevator keeps moving. But now it's not clear if it's going down or deeper. Beyond, the walls groan. Metal bends, screeches, like something inside the shaft is clawing at them. Scraping, dragging. He grips the railing tighter. Knuckles white, eyes wide. He whispers to himself, "Lobby, just the lobby, please." Then, bang, something slams the elevator from below. The whole box shakes. Dust rains from the ceiling. Another bang. Closer. Harder. It feels like fists. Or worse, hands. Enormous hands, punching the steel from outside, trying to break in. He screams. The sound echoes, but the echo doesn't return. It stays, lingers, repeats his scream in a voice that isn't his. He stares at the mirror again. But now, there is no reflection. The glass is black, endless, and something moves inside it. Not him, not human. Long arms, twisted limbs, a head tilting at the wrong angle, eyes like hollow lights, watching. The black glass ripples, like water, and a pale hand presses against the other side. Fingers long, bony, scraping. He backs away, shaking, whispering, "No, no, no." The hand pushes harder. The mirror cracks. Thin lines spreading like spiderwebs. Each crack leaks a faint black mist. The elevator groans again, then stops, abrupt, silent. He waits for the doors to open, but they don't. Instead, the lights flicker, and a voice whispers from inside the mirror, "Going down?" Ding. The sound is sharp, cold, too cheerful for this silence. The elevator doors slide open. Slow, grinding, metal against metal. He exhales. Relief for just a second. But then he sees it. Not the lobby. Not a floor he knows. Not anything that should exist in this building. The hallway outside is wrong, endless. Walls dripping with moisture. Paint peeling in strips. Ceiling lights flicker in a rhythm like a heartbeat. The air reeks of mold. And something sweeter. Rotting. Flesh. He doesn't step out. He can't. But the elevator, it breathes. A low sigh pushes against his back, urging him forward, pushing him to leave. His shoes edge toward the doorway. 1 step, 2. The floor groans under his weight. Wet wood, soggy carpet. Every sound echoes too long, as if the hallway has no end. He whispers, "Hello?" His voice doesn't come back. No echo, just silence. Then, footsteps. Not his, soft, bare feet, slapping against the wet floor. He freezes, eyes wide, neck stiff. The footsteps grow louder, closer, but the hallway looks empty. He squints, and then he sees it. At the far end, a figure, small, thin, head tilted, arms hanging too long. It doesn't move, but he knows. It's watching him. His chest tightens. He steps back, closer to the elevator. The doors start to close. Slow, so slow. The figure twitches, once, then twice, and suddenly, it sprints. The man screams. He slams the door close button. The metal doors groan, inching together. The figure races closer. Its face comes into view, mouth open too wide, teeth jagged, black void where the eyes should be. Closer, closer, closer. The doors shut. Slam. Darkness. Silence. He collapses against the wall, shaking, sobbing, heart pounding. The elevator hums again, moving, but he doesn't know where. He stares at the door, praying it never opens again. Then, a sound. Wet, slow, behind him. Drip, rip, rip. He turns his head. The ceiling leaks, thick, red, dripping onto the floor. Blood. It spreads across the tiles, seeping toward his shoes. He presses against the corner, whispering, begging, "Please stop, please." But the elevator doesn't listen. It groans. It shudders. And once again, it descends. The elevator keeps sinking. No numbers above the door. Just blank. Just silence. He holds the railing tight. Knuckles white. Sweat dripping down his forehead. Then, a sound. Not outside. Not in the hallway. Inside. A whisper. Low. Sharp. Right behind his ear. "Don't look." He freezes. Every hair on his body rises. The voice is not his. Not human. But it knows him. Knows his name. He presses himself against the wall. Shaking. Breathing fast. Again. The whisper. This time from the ceiling. "Don't breathe." He gasps. Hands over his mouth. Eyes darting everywhere. The emergency light flickers. The mirror rattles. And the voice grows louder. "Don't move." He shuts his eyes. Tears sliding down his face. But the whisper doesn't stop. It laughs. A thin, broken laugh, echoing inside his skull. Then, the mirror. It shifts. The glass bulges. Like something presses from the other side. A face emerges. Not his. Distorted. Jaw broken, hanging loose. Eyes hollow. But lips moving. He watches in horror. The cracked reflection speaks. But the voice is inside his head. "You're already dead." He screams. Covers his ears. But the sound doesn't leave. It spreads. Everywhere. Inside the elevator. Inside him. The walls throb. Metal pulsing. Like veins. Like the whole box is alive. The whisper crawls down his spine. "Open your eyes." He does. And the elevator is no longer empty. Figures stand in the corners. Shadows. Too tall. Too thin. Heads tilted. Mouths whispering. But their mouths don't match the words. Every whisper is his own voice. Repeating. Mocking. Begging. "Help me. Stop this. Let me out." He covers his ears again. But it's useless. The voices bleed through. The elevator jerks. Hard. Throws him to the floor. The shadows vanish. But the whisper remains. Now it's clear. Now it's one voice. The voice inside. And it says, "Next stop is yours." The elevator dings. Ding. The sound is different this time. Deeper. Hollow. Like a coffin slamming shut. The doors open. Slow. Painfully slow. He doesn't want to look, but his eyes won't obey. Beyond the doors, there is no hallway. No floor, no exit, just black, endless, moving. The darkness breathes. It shifts like smoke, like water, like it wants him inside. He grips the railing tight, shaking, sobbing. The whisper returns, this time clear, every word sharp as glass. "Step out." He shakes his head. No. His voice cracks, trembles. "Please, no." The elevator shudders, groans. The metal walls bend inward, like jaws closing. The whisper grows louder, closer. It is not behind him anymore. It is inside him. Step out, or stay forever. His chest heaves. Tears blur his vision. He knows there is no choice. The elevator will not stop. His foot lifts. One step forward. toward the black. The air is heavy. It smells like soil, like graves, like everything dead. He reaches the doorway. The darkness curls around his ankle. Cold, wet, alive. He screams and jumps back inside. The doors slam shut. Bang! The lights flicker. The elevator drops. Faster, faster, too fast. His body slams against the ceiling. Then the floor. Bones snap. Blood sprays. He begs, screams, prays. The numbers above the door flash. 999, 998, 997. The elevator is going down. Further, deeper, past anything human. The whisper becomes a roar. Laughing, screaming. Every voice he's ever known. His mother, his father, his own voice, all mocking him. The elevator shakes apart, bolts ripping from the walls, glass shattering, cables screaming, but it doesn't stop. It never stops. Finally, the doors open again. He looks out, and what he sees is not earth, not sky, not hell. It is him. Dozens, hundreds, thousands, copies of himself, all standing in the dark, all broken, all bleeding, all whispering, "Welcome home." The last thing he hears, before the doors close forever, is his own voice inside, behind his teeth, whispering, "You never left." New horror stories uploaded daily. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you never miss a scare.